Dramatic new video now out showing the moment one flight came to a fiery end at the airport in Miami. The Red Air flight was coming in from the Dominican Republic yesterday when officials say the landing gear collapsed. It caused the plane to skid across the runway and burst into flames. More than 125 people were on board the MD-82. They had to use emergency slides to get off. Incredibly, no one was seriously hurt.
They started to landing, but it like they couldn't, like the wheels were broken, I don't know. And it was like doing like this. I started running and I jumped and I thought it was going to explode.
3 people with minor injuries did go to the hospital. The NTSB is set to arrive on scene to begin the investigation into what went wrong today.
And happening today, the future of thrill rides at Icon Park up for discussion. It was just this week the father of the 14-year-old killed in a fall from the drop ride there called for the attraction to be torn down. And now in just hours, the person in charge of the investigation will take part in a community meeting to talk about what could come next. Ezzy Castro joins us live now from Icon Park. And Ezzy, this will be the first time we're hearing from the Agriculture Commissioner about this in months.
Yes, we haven't heard from the Agriculture Commissioner since April. That was the last time the state gave us an update on the investigation. And the teen's father was just here a couple of days ago, and he said he wants this ride gone. Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried and State Senator Randolph Bracy are set to meet this morning for what they are calling a community discussion about the future of thrill rides here at Icon Park. The meeting comes just days after the father of 14-year-old Tyree Sampson was here, demanding for the freefall ride to be torn down.
He didn't ask for that. He didn't sign up for that. He was coming here for vacation, to have fun. I would like to have a permanent memorial out here for my son, stating that he had passed away and his legacy will live on.
State investigators back in April found the seat that Sampson was sitting on had the sensors modified to allow for larger riders, and that likely played a role in his death. An autopsy report recently showed the teen weighed 383 pounds, and according to the manual for the freefall ride, the maximum weight is 286 pounds. The company that owns the ride released this statement this week, which reads in part, "The safety of our patrons always comes first. Our company is not planning to open a new ride at Icon Park. However, we do hope to reopen the slingshot ride once we have all the necessary approvals from the Department of Agriculture." Sampson's parents have already filed a lawsuit against several companies involving the ride, including the owner as well. Now, today's meeting is set for 9:15. We will be here for that, and we will be pressing for answers and bring you those updates here on News 6. We're now live at Icon Park. Ezzy Castro, getting results, News 6.
Thank you, Ezzy. New this morning, an Orange County building gutted by flames. This is what is left after a fire last night along North Hiawassee Road in Pine Hills. Crews with Orange County Fire were able to knock down the flames within minutes. They say the building was abandoned and no one was hurt. The state fire marshal has been called in to help determine the cause.
Happening today, an Orange County man charged with murdering his wife several years ago will be back in court. Comes after a state hospital found him competent to stand trial. Deputies say David Tronis beat and strangled his wife to death at their Delaney Park home in 2018. Last year, doctors said Tronis was not competent to stand trial, and he was sent to a state hospital. Today's hearing is set for 9 o'clock. A Longwood man is facing charges this morning after police say he tried to lure a 13-year-old girl into his car. Investigators say 39-year-old Colt Beard first approached the girl last week near her home and asked her if she wanted to get breakfast. She ran off, but detectives say the girl's stepmother then noticed Beard driving in the area earlier this week, and that's when investigators say Beard drove by a bus stop near North Grant Street and Winding Oak Lane, smiled and waved at the girl. He's now facing a charge of interference of child custody.
People in Altamont Springs will soon have a new way to get around. City leaders have voted to move ahead with a plan to bring a new driverless shuttle service to the area. During a meeting last night, city commissioners awarded Beep with a contract for their pilot program. The autonomous shuttles would run along the 436 corridor. City leaders say there will be 3 phases and will eventually include the Sunrail station, Advent Health, the hospital, and the mall. Beep already operates shuttles in Lake Nona, and Altamont Springs leaders say you can expect to see the new shuttle service within the next 12 to 18 months.
Well, getting back to the weather now, Troy, you know what? Cool. A lot of folks are in town for vacation or on their way here or maybe on their way out.
Right? And they don't know exactly what to expect when we talk about our heat this time of year and also our humidity and our issues at the beaches. So if you are new and you're here visiting, be aware the rip currents will be in the moderate category. Swim near lifeguards. Be careful out there. Today, not all that hot. Tomorrow, extremely hot. High pressure continues to dominate our forecast, leading to 0 rain chances for today. Tomorrow, slight rain chances return, and for the weekend, we'll have high rain chances. We'll get to that. Most areas right now in the mid and upper 70s, but here is the future radar showing a few clouds, those green dots not coming in as rain today, but more likely a little bit of humidity in the atmosphere by 2 p.m. So with more moisture in the atmosphere, it will feel a couple of degrees hotter than the actual temperature, but today warming to 92 in Orlando. Let's check on the roads and head over to traffic safety expert Trooper Stevens. Pinpoint Traffic brought to you by Napleton Automotive.
That red is red.
It's hot. Like, not as hot as tomorrow.
When you usually say, oh, flashing lights behind you. I was like, wait, this
is a new graphic.
That's intense.
The background matches the temperatures.
Well, it's going to be hot then. So we are a little slow, a little early this morning, eastbound along the I-4 area in Champions Gate. This is down in Kissimmee. Active construction zone, this entire area, part of the I-4 Ultimate and Beyond project out here. If you're asking me, this should have been done first. My goodness, this is mess. Been out here for years. But eastbound right now, we are moving slow. They didn't ask me, so I'll probably get told that later. 192, all clear, east and westbound through wherever you're at, whether you're in unincorporated portions out on the west side or if you're driving through downtown Kissimmee. Good morning to you guys as you cross over Michigan and continue eastbound. All's clear. Southern portions, Simpson, Buenaventura, all clear. Ladies, back to you.
Thanks, Steve. 5:41 now. New guidelines for parents when it comes to how infants should sleep.
And coming up, what experts are now telling parents to avoid doing in order to keep babies safer.
Plus, potentially damaging new testimony as the House committee investigating the January 6th riot at the Capitol holds another public hearing. What officials say they were pressured to do by the Trump administration.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Ford. This is the News 6 Pinpoint Weather app, and it is packed with new features, like exclusive video forecasts from your favorite meteorologists.
Thanks for downloading the all-new Pinpoint Weather app. Now here's your forecast.
Sometimes you need an interactive radar with built-in storm tracker. We got that, and more. Like geo-targeting technology that will alert you to changing weather anywhere you are.
Man, this is a good app.
It's the all-new Pinpoint Weather app, only from News 6.
For 4 days only, get deals of up to 50% off at Pinch Penny. Save 10% on chlorine tabs. Get up to $250 back on salt systems. Up to 40% savings on automatic pool cleaners. And 15% off select pool equipment. Hurry into Pinch Penny before the sun sets on these offers.
At Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in South Orlando and Clermont, the all-new Wagoneer is here. Come check it out today. Right now, we have 0% interest for up to 72 months available on most models. Or how about no payments for 90 days on all new 21 and 22 models? And during our Jeep Freedom Days, lease a new Jeep Compass from only $289 a month. Plus, during the Ram Make the Switch event, we have a huge selection of new Ram trucks starting at just $299 a month. Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in South Orlando or Clermont.
At Pollo, we take our citrus marinating very seriously. So we decided to make shrimp ceviche. Just in time for summer. Juicy shrimp marinated in lime and orange juice, freshly prepared with chocolate corn, red onions, ají amarillo, and cilantro. Try it a la carte or in a bowl with lettuce, sweet potato, succotash, and fresh avocado. So, is our new shrimp ceviche super authentic and delicious? Absolutely yes. Catch it while you can at Pollo Tropical.
You better move if you wanna go. Go ahead, yeah, on a roll. Turn up, yeah, listen to it. You better do it if you're gonna do it. Yeah, I never seen something like this, no. Never seen nothing.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Tucson. Get a 2022 Tucson starting at 2.79% APR, plus 3 years complimentary maintenance. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Right now, get Rooms to Go July 4th Hot Buys. Hot Buys on beautiful furniture, plus 60-month interest-free financing. How's that for hot value? Get great-looking living room Hot Buys. Sizzling bedroom Hot Buys. Turn up the heat dining room Hot Buys. and payments starting as low as $15 a month, interest-free. So let's go. Save big on July 4th Hot Buys and get 60-month interest-free financing now at Rooms to Go.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on these GMC models.
See your local GMC dealer.
For 4 days only, get deals of up to 50% off at Pinch Penny. Save 10% on chlorine tabs. Get up to $250 back on salt systems. Up to 40% savings on automatic pool cleaners. And 15% off select pool equipment. Hurry into Pinch Penny before the sun sets on these offers.
Live with Bridget Ellison, Justin Warmoth, Kirsten O'Connor, meteorologist Troy Bridges, and your traffic safety expert, Trooper Steve. This is News 6 Mornings, getting results.
The House committee investigating last year's riot at the U.S. Capitol continued to lay out its case with a fourth public hearing yesterday. This time, committee focused on what they called a pressure campaign by former President Trump on state and local election officials in order to keep him in power. Rusty Bowers, the Republican Speaker of the Arizona House, testified that Mr. Trump's attorney, Rudy Giuliani, could not present him with any proof of voter fraud, but wanted him to decertify the state's election anyway.
He said, we've got lots of theories, we just don't have the evidence. And I don't know if that was a gaffe.
A Georgia official also testified that the former president called him in hopes of getting him to find additional votes needed for him to win the state. Committee members say all of this led to the violence at the Capitol. Mr. Trump has continued to blast the hearings, calling them a partisan witch hunt. The fifth public hearing is set for tomorrow.
A legal defeat for comedian Bill Cosby. A jury in Southern California found he sexually abused a 16-year-old girl decades ago at the Playboy Mansion. The jury awarded Judith Huth, who is now 64, $500,000. Cosby was not required to attend the trial, but has denied Huth's allegations. A decision comes nearly a year after the 84-year-old's conviction for sexual assault in another case was tossed out and he was released from prison.
A major health alert for parents of infants. The American Academy of Pediatrics has updated its sleep guidelines for babies. The Academy is urging parents to avoid co-sleeping. They say while many choose to share a bed with their infants to help with breastfeeding, it does significantly raise a baby's risk of injury or death. The new guidelines also recommend not putting babies to bed in inclined seats or in a crib with decorations. The Academy says babies should sleep on a flat, firm mattress with a tight-fitted sheet instead of a blanket or swaddle sack.
Some disappointing news for fans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tight end Rob Gronkowski is retiring for a second time. The 33-year-old made the announcement yesterday on social media. Gronk had previously retired in 2018, then returned in 2020 to play with his former New England Patriots teammate, Tom Brady. But could he come back?
Probably.
I'm starting to wonder about these retirement headlines. I need to know more.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see.
Let's get on a call. I'm sure one of us has his phone number, right? No, we don't.
Well, it's not unusual to see thousands of people in New York City's Times Square.
But you typically don't see them roll out their yoga mats. That's exactly what happened yesterday, though, for International Yoga Day. Shavasana, the Times Square event, started in 2003 with just 3 people. Wow. 3.
Now we got it.
And it's grown over the years significantly. Organizers held 7 free yoga classes throughout the day yesterday from sunrise to sunset.
It's an odd place to have yoga.
I know. It's not very peaceful.
What a sight to see. That's true. It is not.
How about here, though, in Central Florida, where more than 1,700 Disney cast members celebrated the day at Magic Kingdom? I think that's more peaceful.
It is more peaceful.
Yeah, the company held a roughly 45-minute session right in front of Cinderella Castle, all lit up right before sunrise.
I bet the sound system was on with some nice, calm music, but maybe Disney themed.
That sounds
Can you
good.
imagine? They probably did it with some calm. What kind of song would you think? Like Let it go.
Wish upon a
let
star.
it go would be a good one because you're
Maybe.
going to let it all go and do your yoga.
You need to do a little bit of stretches before you hit those parks.
Yes, you do, because you're going to be walking and it's going to be hot and you're going to
Yes,
be
you
reaching
do.
in that wallet a lot too because it's expensive. You know, I like to say that. We are going to be dealing with a lot of heat tomorrow, you guys, but today temperatures close to the average. So today, without rain in the forecast, we are going to have a good grilling day. And ladies, I have added some new exciting things to the grill. I wanted to add one more, but you know, we have this huge screen here in the studio and the ladies could see it. Oftentimes I try to put it on the grill and then they see me put it on, so it gives it all away. So maybe I can get our director next time to hide it from you. But anyway, what do you think is on the grill today?
Is it breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I'm not going to give you any hints.
So sweet or savory?
Not going to tell you.
Vegan?
This is really exciting TV. Just guess.
Okay, I think there's a ham on there.
A ham?
A quiche.
You know what? You did see it. There is a ham on there, Kirsten.
Finally
I forgot.
some corn.
I tried to turn the hot dogs off. The hot dogs are still there. See, that's why. Anyway.
Cross-contamination.
Right. Well, we got the corn, and he's scared. That corn is scared, and then we got the potato saying, "Why am I on here?" Because we're going to bake you. We're about to bake you, just like the ham. 92 will be the high today. We'll see no chance for rain. So if you are going to get out and do some grilling today, not a bad day to do it. Tomorrow getting hotter, though. The upper 90s feeling more like 100 or higher. So get out today. There's a live view at Port Canaveral in Brevard County. Exploration Tower lit up, looking good, 79. So temperature 80 is what it feels like. With an east-northeast wind, we still have some drier air trying to work in. 92 will be the high today, so not as hot as it will be tomorrow. And many areas right now in the 70s. Along the coast of Brevard County, we're in the upper 70s, but inland, the low and mid-70s, 73 in Orlando. Now, here's a look at the Pinpoint Accurate Forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Publix.
And into the next 12 hours, you'll see plenty of sunshine and a quick warm up, getting up to 91 by 2 p.m. By 4 p.m., we're up to 92 degrees, which is just 1 degree above the average, which is 91. High pressure continues to dominate the forecast. Tomorrow, it sort of breaks down a bit. This morning, starting off in the 70s, but we do warm nicely to our average in the low 90s with no rain chances, but a little bit more humidity rolling into the picture here. That's why we have a little bit of green on the future radar, not in the form of rain, but just some humidity that you'll feel. Highs today look like this where you live by 3. 92 in Sanford and in Leesburg, 87 in Titusville. Here is the 7-day forecast. As we get results and take you through the weekend, rain chances increase this weekend. Saturday up to 70%, 60% on Sunday. But look at tomorrow, up to 98, 97 on Friday. Let's check on the roads and head over to traffic safety expert Trooper Steve. His Pinpoint Traffic brought to you by Napleton Automotive.
That grill forecast is something else.
I mean, those veggies on there looking scared.
It is so motivating, though, to just have a good time out here. All right, so what is the roadway? What are the roadways looking like this morning? They're actually looking pretty good. 417 John Young Parkway here in the Hunters Creek area. North and southbound up to speed. No lane closures, no crashes. However, active construction all day, all the time. So just make sure you're paying attention out here. They are doing their best to keep this project moving along. 417 definitely needs it. Southern portions of the airport brings us into Osceola County, just south of Lake Nona, Simpson, Buenaventura, even Boggy Creek as you're headed towards Narcoossee this morning, looking pretty good. 528 east and westbound up to speed, even as you make your way into Brevard County. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Trooper Steve. Finding yourself tossing and turning, you're not alone.
Ahead at 6, what a new study found about the number of people who have trouble falling asleep.
But first, breaking overnight, a man wanted for a deadly shooting outside a local IHOP booked into jail. Up next, as we check our big stories, where he was arrested after days on the run.
If you're in the market for a pre-owned vehicle, come see us today at Lexus of Winter Park because we have a great selection, almost every make and model and in every price range. So come see us today at 436 and University Boulevard or call 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale is happening now. Don't miss 5-star savings on customer favorites store-wide. Choose your discount, 10, 15, or 20% off qualifying purchases, plus special financing and fast doorstep delivery. Shop Ashley today.
I know this looks like your typical narrow escape, but it's not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Now we're talking. Good thing this Nissan Rogue is a standard turbocharged engine.
Get the 2022 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy.
Hurry. You don't want to let these offers get away.
It's always worth it. When you get to tell the accident victim, we won. You won.
That's why we do it. That's why you choose Bogan Months and Months.
See all the greatest rounds from some of the best tours with some of the biggest names in golf right here on WKMG News 6. Sponsored by Moffitt Cancer Center. Be courageous.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
There's one way to get the vehicle you want. Greenway Dodge and Greenway Ford have over 1,500 available now. New and pre-owned with savings up to $7,000 and interest rates as low as 1.9%. Want something else? Order your way with up to $1,000 bonus cash. We're number one for a reason. Visit or shop now at GreenwayDodge.com and GreenwayFord.com. Greenway, the only way.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. You can feel the savings. Let's shop.
I wanna win!
Buy one, get one. That means one is free. Buy one, get one. Hey, we saved the same exact amount of money.
And you have over 1,000 rewards points.
Now that's a win-win. We're twins for the win.
Are you guys twins?
Identical. Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win.
Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is happening now. Bring home an Ashley Sleep Queen mattress. Your choice of comfort for as low as $169.99. Plus, get a free adjustable base upgrade with qualifying mattress set purchases. Shop Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale today.
Right now at Lexus of Orlando, we have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, almost every make and model and in every price range. See our entire inventory online at lexusoforlando.com or just give us a call. That's 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
No matter where you are, stay safe with severe weather updates from News 6. Turn on push notifications in the News 6 app today.
It's 5:56. Let's check our big stories. Breaking overnight, a man wanted in a deadly shooting in DeBary has been booked into jail. Investigators say Sammy McKnight Jr. shot and killed James Shirley last week outside an IHOP restaurant.
Dramatic new video is now out showing the moment a jet caught fire at Miami International Airport. Officials say the landing gear on the Red Air flight collapsed, causing the plane to skid across the runway. 3 people were hurt.
Mystery in Altamont Springs after a woman is found dead.
At the top of the hour, what police are saying about a person of interest and the questions we're asking this morning.
To everyone, it was just another case, and you looked at us like another family. I trust Channel 6.
With Volkswagen, any choice is a smart choice. More vehicles are arriving all the time. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the joyful 2022 Taos. Limited inventory available.
Summer is here, fertilize the right way this time of year. When you're out looking for a fertilizer, you should only get a Summer Blend. Hope we're spreading in the sunlight, and Summer Blends will feed your lawn just right.
Seminole County government and its partners want to remind you to fertilize responsibly. Check out the facts at fertilizeflorida.com.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,250 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Meet a doctor who connects all the dots. Oftentimes, people with low back pain, knee pain, or hip pain don't even recognize that it's actually coming from their feet. Their feet? For real? Absolutely, 100%. It can have a domino effect because their foot and their ankle aren't supported properly. Their whole body is out of whack. Getting back into whack? Good Feet arch supports could help. Keeping your body in good alignment, that can go a long way. Come in for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Mortgages are impossible. My application won't even go through.
First off, that's a calculator.
Second, just use Chase My Home. You can apply there, calculate payments.
Hang on, I think I'm getting an email.
Still a calculator.
You're a calculator. You're great.
Search homes and loans in one place. Plus, guaranteed on-time closing or get $5,000. Chase, make more of what's yours.
With Volkswagen, any choice is a smart choice. More vehicles are arriving all the time. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the versatile 2022 Tiguan. Limited inventory available.
Live with clickorlando.com, this is News 6 Mornings at 6, getting results.
Breaking overnight, an accused killer captured and booked in jail. How the sheriff says he plans to reward the person who helped end a days-long manhunt in Volusia County.
Plus, mystery in Altamont Springs after a woman is found dead in her apartment. The questions this morning about a person of interest now in custody.
And a nightmare for a local salon. Angry and hateful messages spray painted on their doors. Why the shop owner says this is a case of mistaken identity. Good Wednesday morning to you, Central Florida. The time right now is 6 a.m. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
I'm Bridget Ellison. Justin's in later tonight. Trooper Steve has a look at your roads coming up. But first, meteorologist Troy Bridges with your pinpoint accurate forecast. A beautiful start to the day.
Let's hear it. Ooh, gorgeous shots right here about to show you. This one, a beautiful live view in Brevard County at Port Canaveral as the sun is coming up. We have a few clouds out there. The sun is filtering right through. 79 is the temperature from that view. 80 is what it feels like. Also looking good at Daytona Beach with a few additional clouds, but we're seeing plenty of sun as well as we take it to Volusia County. 72 is the temperature, and that is what it feels like. Many areas in the 70s, some close to 80 as we talk about Brevard County. 79 is the temperature in Cocoa Beach and in Melbourne. It's 71 in Palm Coast, 73 in Ocala. Orlando at 74, but here is what to expect today. A splash pad kind of day. Get out in that water to cool down. It's not going to be as hot as tomorrow, but we are creeping up with those temperatures today to a high of 92. The average is 91, so only 1 degree above where we should be. Lots of sun and no rain today. We'll talk about when the rain does return and how hot tomorrow will be. But first, let's check on the roads and head over to traffic safety expert Stephen Montiero.
Trooper Steve's Pinpoint Traffic Report is brought to you by Napleton Automotive.
Thank you, Troy. With the good weather, Sky 6 is up, bright and early. Flying in the downtown area, just cleared it. Coming up on Ivanhoe, that's going to be Lake Ivanhoe right there, splitting your screen there in half. Pretty smooth out here this morning. Your drive time's up to speed. No lane closures out there. 417 in the Hunters Creek area. It's going to be South Orlando portions. Pretty clear, no issues out there. We drove into Brevard County just a second ago, 528 eastbound towards State Road 407, nice and clear as you're headed eastbound there towards I-95. Titusville, good morning to you. Within your city, things are all smooth this morning. Guys, back to you.
Breaking news overnight.
A major break in the case of a murder outside a local IHOP restaurant. Daytona Beach Police and Volusia County deputies teaming up to make an arrest. And in just the past few hours, the suspect, Sammy McKnight Jr., was booked into jail on a long list of charges. Mark Lehman is following the story live from where it all happened on Dirksen Drive in DeBary. Mark, the sheriff says it was a tip from the public that made this all happen.
He says someone recognized the suspect calling it in, and that person will be getting a $5,000 reward. The sheriff saying the suspect is someone they've been relentlessly pursuing after the shooting out here Friday night. After a days-long manhunt, Volusia County deputies say they've captured the man responsible for a deadly shooting outside an IHOP in DeBary. 31-year-old Sammy McKnight was booked into jail overnight on half a dozen charges, including second-degree murder. The arrest coming hours after Sheriff Mike Chitwood spoke about a reward in the case.
The easiest $5,000 you could ever make. We got to get him off the street before he kills somebody else.
And it was a tip that led to the capture. The sheriff tweeting he'll be personally handing a check to the person who called law enforcement. It was Friday evening when investigators say McKnight got into a fight with 36-year-old James Shirley and opened fire.
There's a fight. McKnight pulls out a handgun, fires 7 shots at our victim, 5 of which strike him. The victim then runs a block into the IHOP where he walks inside and collapses.
Investigators say McKnight jumped into the victim's car and took off. That vehicle was later found in Daytona Beach, where the suspect was eventually found last night. The sheriff says McKnight is someone with a violent criminal history. In addition to the murder charge, he was also arrested on charges stemming from a warrant out of Brevard County, and those charges include DUI and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. For now, reporting live in DeBary, Mark Lehman, Getting Results, News 6.
Thank you, Mark. Also developing, we are waiting for more answers from police in Altamont Springs after a woman is found dead. Investigators say they were doing a well-being check yesterday when they found the woman in her 20s inside her apartment on Ballard Street. That's off of Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Police say they have a person of interest in custody but aren't saying anything else. The whole thing has neighbors on edge.
It made me question my safety. I was just finna go to the office to see, like, hey, what's going on? Because, you know, I have grandkids and they be out here.
Police do say at this point they don't believe there are any other suspects on the run. This morning, the future of Icon Park's thrill rides is set to be up for discussion in Orlando.
Yes, some have been calling for one of those rides, the Orlando Free Fall, to be taken down after a teen fell to his death. Now, local leaders, including the woman in charge of the investigation, are holding an event to talk about what's next. Ezzy Castro's live near Icon Park this morning. Ezzy, it's now been more than 2 months since we've heard from Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried on this tragedy.
That's right. Commissioner Nikki Fried hasn't given an update on the investigation since April, when she said the seat that Tyree Sampson was sitting on had the sensors modified. And this morning, she's expected to be here along with Senator Randolph Bracy to discuss the future of thrill rides here at Icon Park.
This ain't the last time you're going to see me. I ain't stopping till this ride come down.
That's the message Tyree Sampson's father said on Monday when he held a press conference with his attorney Ben Crump at Icon Park. He made it clear he wants the ride where his 14-year-old son Tyree was killed torn down.
He didn't ask for that. He didn't sign up for that. He was coming here for vacation to have fun. I would like to have a permanent memorial out here for my son, stating that he had passed away and his legacy will live on.
An autopsy report released last week showed the teen was nearly 100 pounds over the weight limit set by the manufacturer of the free fall ride here at Icon Park. But we learned 2 seats on the ride had been changed to allow for larger people to ride.
This report confirmed our department's findings that the operator of the Orlando drop tower made manual adjustments to the ride, resulting in it being unsafe.
So Commissioner Fried is expected to be here in just a couple of hours. Meantime, we are hearing from the Slingshot Group, which owns and operates the drop tower here. We're going to have that statement ahead at 6:30. Live at Icon Park, Ezzy Castro, Getting Results, News 6.
Thank you, Ezzy. Messages of hate spray painted on an Orlando business, but this morning it all appears to be a case of mistaken identity. Workers at Beauty Bar Orlando found the racist insults painted on their building last week. They also say their business has received a slew of hateful reviews online. But it turns out the real target is actually a business with a similar name whose owner was seen on a viral video using racial slurs inside a local restaurant.
It's terrible. That's not the answer to anything. You know, it's just perpetuating more hate and more violence.
We made several attempts to contact the woman in the video, but haven't been able to verify her identity. The owner of Beauty Bar, meantime, is now pleading with the community for the harassment of her business to stop.
President Biden is urging all parents to get their children vaccinated against the coronavirus. While he did not mention him by name, he appeared to take a jab at Governor DeSantis in a press conference yesterday.
Elected officials shouldn't get in the way and make it more difficult for parents who want their children to be vaccinated, who want to protect them and those around them. This is no time for politics.
And the White House has been critical of Florida in recent days for not pre-ordering doses ahead of the CDC approving the vaccine for children as young as 6 months. The state, though, is not recommending the shots for healthy children. The governor and state surgeon general saying the data does not show evidence the vaccine provides any real benefit for that age group. It will still be available at pharmacies and doctors' offices.
Starting today, nearly every commercial pet store in Orange County will no longer be allowed to sell dogs, cats, or rabbits. It's all because of a new ordinance passed by commissioners last summer that goes into effect today. Supporters say it will stop puppy mills that often breed thousands of often sick puppies and then sell them to stores nationwide. 3 Orlando area stores challenged the rule, saying it would bankrupt their business, but a judge allowed them to ban to stay. Only 1 store in Ocoee is exempt from the rule after city commissioners voted to opt out.
All right, Troy, lots of people living their best lives out there on our coast.
Yes, every day at noon we show that live view at Daytona Beach, and it is always packed. People are living their best lives, and we're glad they are, because a lot of folks are probably visiting and spending money in Central Florida, and we like your money, so keep spending it. 89 will be the high today at Daytona Beach. If you're heading there, 85, the water temperature. There will be a rip current risk. It will be moderate and seas up to about 3 feet. If you are not from here or you don't swim well, be aware, lots of folks have been rescued over the past few days because of those rip currents. So swim near lifeguards or just sit on the beach, have a little drink and enjoy it. There's the clouds and rain forecast. Some clouds in place, but plenty of sunshine to enjoy through the day and no rain. Rain returns tomorrow, a slight chance at least. Temperatures right now in the mid and upper 70s. Let's check on the roads and head over to traffic safety expert Trooper Steve as Pinpoint Traffic brought to you by Napleton Automotive.
Man, we're on a beach vibe right now.
Well, it's that time of year, you know. It's getting hot.
Sky 6, they're headed somewhere. They're not headed to the beach.
Oh, man.
This is I-95 out in Titusville, though. So if you're headed out towards the coast right now, not only is it kind of warm today and the rip currents in the water, but your roadways are nice to get out there. So hey, 95 north and southbound up to speed this morning. Nice and clear. Currently no crashes, no construction, no lane closures, to include 406 east and westbound. The dot there is where the DOT camera is, just to give you a little bit of a reference. And then slide a little further west here into Geneva and Snow Hill, eastern portions of Seminole County. Nothing to report. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Steve. Central Florida's largest school district is closer to having a new leader.
Still ahead on this Wednesday morning, the final critical interviews underway now, and when the school board will make its final selection.
But first, more criticism of the response to last month's deadly school shooting in Texas, the mounting evidence that now has some calling for the police chief to be fired. You're watching News 6 Mornings. Here's a live look from the Orlando Health Camera. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Bogan Munns & Munns, your full-service law firm since 1979.
Does your child go to UCF? We have something you need to know. We reveal a powerful medication being given to students for free. They can show up to the pharmacy, come pick it up for free, and then take it home. It's a controversial new plan the school says will save lives. You can try something one time, and that could be your last time. We're asking UCF if it could encourage students to take risks. The drug, the plan, and the facts tonight, starting at 5 on News 6.
When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. Call 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
When you see someone sipping on a drink from McDonald's, you may crave one too. It's more than a drink, it's a McDonald's drink. Get any size frozen drink for $1.79 or frappe or smoothie for $2.99.
When the Spanish explorers discovered Isla Morada, they called it Purple Isles. Today, they'd discover such a rich palette of diversions and delicacies. They'd definitely be at a loss for words. Isla Morada in the Florida Keys.
At Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in South Orlando and Clermont, the all-new Wagoneer is here. Come check it out today. Right now, we have 0% interest for up to 72 months available on most models. Or how about no payments for 90 days on all new 21 and 22 models? And during our Jeep Freedom Days, lease a new Jeep Compass from only $289 a month. Plus, during the Ram Make the Switch event, we have a huge selection of new Ram trucks starting at just $299 a month. Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in South Orlando or Clermont.
If new floors are on your summer project list, we got some tricks in our tool belt. 54 now has the newest hardwood, tile, laminate, luxury vinyl, and carpet. 54 brings hundreds of samples to your home to see in your own light. 54 will do all the heavy lifting for you, and they can get most jobs done in a day. They'll even clean up afterwards. Call today to get 60% off new floors. 54 is home improvement done right.
77454, pick up the phone, we'll be knocking at your door.
Shop the Hudson's Furniture Independence Day sale. Save 50% off store-wide, plus an additional 5% off or up to 3 years special financing. We have 400 out-of-stock items being replenished every day. The wait is over. Shop the Independence Day sale only at Hudson's Furniture.
When you see someone sipping on a drink from McDonald's, you may crave one too. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink. Get any size frozen drink for $1.79 or frappe or smoothie for $2.99.
The 70-year-old granny lifeguard. The lifeguard shortage is so bad they've hired a granny. Next Inside Edition.
Tonight at 7:30 on News 6. Live with Bridget Ellison, Justin Warmoth, Kirsten O'Connor, meteorologist Troy Bridges, and your traffic safety expert, Trooper Steve. This is News 6 Mornings, getting results.
6:14 now. The head of the Texas Department of Public Safety is calling the police response to last month's deadly school shooting in Texas a, quote, abject failure. Now, many are calling for the Uvalde School District Police Chief to be fired. During a hearing yesterday, Colonel Steve McCraw told state lawmakers 3 minutes after the gunman entered the school, there were enough law enforcement officers on scene to stop him, but armed officers instead waited in a school hallway for more than an hour. Officers said they were waiting on a key, but McCraw now says the door to the room was unlocked.
How about trying the door and see if it's unlocked? And of course, no one had. The only thing stopping a hallway of dedicated officers from entering room 111 and 112 was the on-scene commander, who decided to place the lives of officers before the lives of children.
19 elementary school students and 2 teachers died inside that classroom. The Uvalde School District's police chief has not spoken in a public capacity since the shooting. Earlier this month, he insisted not a single responding officer hesitated to put their lives at risk to save the children.
Meantime, the U.S. Senate appears ready to pass a gun safety bill with both Republican and Democratic support as soon as this week.
On this vote, the yeas are 64, the nays are 34, and the motion is agreed to.
Last night, the Senate voted to move forward with the bill after weeks of negotiations. The proposal provides billions of dollars for school safety and mental health programs. It would also help states with so-called red flag laws to keep guns out of the hands of people threatening to kill others or themselves. A longer background check process would also be required for anyone under the age of 21. Neither of Florida's Republican senators voted to advance the bill. Senator Marco Rubio tweeted this, asking why the bill's text was released just 2 hours before the vote. Supporters are hoping to have the bill signed into law by President Biden before they break for the July 4th recess. Well, next week, Orange County school leaders will decide who will serve as the district's new superintendent. The 2 finalists vying for the top spot made their case before the school board yesterday, before having a meet and greet with parents last night. The district's current deputy superintendent, Maria Vasquez, along with Palm Beach County Regional Superintendent Peter Licata, are in the running to replace Dr. Barbara Jenkins, who retires at the end of the year.
I've had the privilege of working in Orange County Public Schools for over 30 years and have experiences in all levels of leadership.
I was able to create probably the nation's best career and technical program, magnet programs.
The board is set to make its final pick on Tuesday. A YouTube sensation is attracting thousands of viewers every day.
It doesn't involve any music, dancing, or games. It's actually a family of owls living in the UK. It's a 24-hour live stream showing the secret lives of a family of barn owls.
Just showing all their secrets.
Yep, 20,000 people tune in daily to watch what's happening in the nest. Robert Fuller has installed more than 100 cameras and says the live stream's popularity soared during the pandemic.
I bet.
They are
keeping up with the owlets, you know?
Oh, yes. We love the little ones. That one little one that just stood up against the wall there.
You're right, though, Troy. They have no privacy.
No privacy. Just see it all. Put them on Front Street.
They didn't ask for that.
They didn't. They're like, what's that camera doing there? And they may not even know it. Maybe a hidden camera.
I think that's why Steve's birds jumped out. They said, you know what? No more watching.
They said, we're out. Yes, they did. You know what? It's time for the grilling forecast, and I'm using it again today because we don't have any rain in the forecast, and it's not going to be as hot as tomorrow. So if you're going to pick any day this week from now on to do some grilling, today's the day. So I've added something special just for you, Kirsten, today.
Oh.
What do you think is on the grill?
Is it another croissant?
I don't know. Maybe. Is that your guess?
That's my guess.
All right.
My final
let's open
answer.
the grill, you guys. Bridget, you want to guess?
Well, you maybe took the corn off, so I'll say kebabs now.
Kebabs? All right. Trooper Steve, are you busy?
For you, no, sir. I'll do a burger.
A burger. Here we go. Let's open the grill and see what's going on. As we do, we added for both of you, Bridget and Kirsten. Kirsten, there is a croissant. Say it again. She speaks fluent French, just so you know.
Well, conversation.
How do you say it?
You got linked sausage on there,
that's
finally.
for Bridget. But first, the croissant.
Oh my goodness. He's going like that.
Bridget has been begging for, or demanding, linked sausages for weeks. So I found it.
I see that.
There you go. I hope it's good enough. She'll come up with something else. 92 will be the high for today with no rain chances today. Mostly sunny skies. Most areas right now in the mid-70s at 74 in Orlando, 72 in Daytona Beach, and 79 in Cocoa Beach. But here's a look at the pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Del Air Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical.
We'll see a lot of sunshine, no rain today. Again, that's why it's a good day to grill, but drink lots of water if you're outside for long. We're headed to 92, 1 degree above our average. High pressure continues to dominate. That's why we're starting off nice and mild this morning. Not a lot of humid air yet, but we'll see that humidity or feel the humidity creep back in a little bit later today and certainly through the day tomorrow. That's why tomorrow we'll see a 20% chance for rain. By 2 this afternoon, the green dot indicates a little bit more humidity, but not rain. And then by 5 p.m., you see the white indicating a few clouds. We'll see those on and off, much like yesterday, but a lot of sunshine getting through to heat us up. So here's how hot it will get. The average high, where we should be, 91 degrees for Orlando. We're going 1 degree above it to 92. 92 in Sanford today. DeLand getting up to 91. Leesburg getting up to 92. Ocala getting up to 94. But along the coast, we're going to be in the upper 80s in most spots. Daytona Beach, 89. Palm Coast, 87. Melbourne today warming to 87 degrees. But tomorrow, most of Central Florida will be in the upper 90s, feeling well into the triple digits. In fact, here's a look at the 7-day forecast as we get results and we take you into today, good and dry. Tomorrow, mostly dry, a 20% chance for rain. And then Friday, a 40% coverage of rain, going up to 70% Saturday, 60% Sunday. But the heat is on tomorrow, up to 98, 97 on Friday, with temperatures back to normal for the weekend. But the trade-off is we're going to deal with rain. Let's check on the roads and head over to traffic safety expert Trooper Steve. His Pinpoint Traffic brought to you by Napleton Automotive.
There is no other team on TV that knows each other better
Well,
than
you
this.
know, we know
My
each other.
Gosh.
We love each other.
Those sausages show. I didn't even see you put them on there.
Whatever Bridget asked, I will
You
search.
you just made
far
it
and
happen
wide.
right there.
And I found
Hey,
the sausages.
The boss made breakfast happen yesterday.
Maybe it'll happen again if the boss is watching.
We're gonna get a text message.
We would
going,
like a
yeah,
free
nice try,
breakfast,
right?
boss, please.
Sky 6 is flying over Seminole County right now. Things nice and smooth out there. And then this is I-4 in Daytona, right at I-95. Things north and southbound pretty clear. East and westbound even better. So if you're headed up completely northbound, leaving our viewing area up towards the Palm Coast, your entire city looking pretty good, to include A1A. Ladies, back to you.
All right, thanks, Steve. And just a heads up, News 6 insiders can enter to win a 3-night getaway, including a stay at a local resort, a sunset cruise for 4, and dinner at a restaurant on the coast. To sign up as an insider, head to clickorlando.com/insider or facebook.com/news6. The contest runs through July 10th.
Could some relief be on the way when it comes to sky-high gas prices?
At the bottom of the hour, the breaking details on President Biden's latest plan to try and lower costs. Plus, a new place to call home as the cost of living skyrockets. When seniors will be moving into a new affordable community.
This portion of the news is sponsored by the Flooring Center. Breaking news where you are instantly. Turn on push notifications in the News 6 app and always stay safe and informed.
At Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, we're tripling your rebates. And Napleton has no payments for 90 days. Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Hurry in to Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Shop Tempur-Pedic and save $500 on all Tempur-Breeze mattresses and get a $300 instant gift. Plus, get 0% interest for 60 months. Only at Mattress Firm.
Getting your air ducts thoroughly cleaned takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. Our equipment goes deep inside your ducts, removing years of dirt, pet hair, allergens, even dust mites. Unlike other air duct cleaning companies, Stanley Steamer cleans your entire system. Just look at how much dirt can be removed. Call today for a free inspection and save $50 on a cleaning.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Looking like I'm the next big thing. I'm about to cause a scene. Everyone wanna be like me. I'm feeling super duper. Looking like I'm the next big thing. I'm about to cause a scene. Everyone wanna be like me. Yeah, welcome to the future.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe. Get a Hyundai Santa Fe for 2.79% APR for 60 months, plus 3 years complimentary maintenance. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
In an independent survey, after reputation, the quality most important in choosing a law firm is the firm's ability to take a case to court and win. But many lawyers have never been in a courtroom and might settle your case for less than it's worth. Not us. Just visit forthepeople.com to see a list of offers before trial and verdicts we got. Our track record allows us to settle most cases for full value without having to go to trial. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
The great experiences you have in here and even out here all started here. Because the best customer experience always leaves a great impression. GMC, awarded #1 in sales satisfaction by J.D. Power. Get 0% financing on GMC Terrain models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $250 purchase allowance. See your local GMC dealer.
Dreaming while awake? Junk sleep. During Mattress Firm's July 4th sale, save up to 60% on top brands, like Sealy starting at $279.99 and Sleepy's at $149.99. Mattress Firm. Unjunk your sleep.
6:25. We've all been there. You hit the pillow, but then you find yourself wide awake. Now, a new study shows just how many of us are having trouble getting some good sleep. New government data finds more than 14% of American adults have trouble falling asleep. The survey from the National Center for Health Statistics also found more than 17% have trouble staying asleep. Now, women were more likely than men to have trouble.
Well, firework tents are popping up around Central Florida, and this year you should expect to get less bang for your buck. The entire fireworks industry is seeing costs go up by as much as 35%. Industry experts blame labor shortages and supply chain problems. 98% of fireworks are made in China, and many shipments stuck in port. So demand for backyard fireworks boomed in 2020 when many towns canceled professional shows. There are some of those professional shows coming back, though. As Central Florida struggles with soaring rent payments, Orange County will soon offer a new affordable place to live.
A new housing community is opening today for seniors. Hawthorne Park in Pine Hills is having a grand opening ceremony this morning. This is video from the groundbreaking last year. The $27 million community is designed for people 55 and older. The complex has 120 units, a fitness center, computer room, garden, and outdoor grilling area. Well, a scary scene at a Florida airport.
Still ahead, the new video showing the moment a jet made a crash landing and what happened to the more than 125 people on board.
You're watching News 6 Mornings. Here's a nice view from our launch, Credit Union Port Cam at Port Canaveral. You're watching News 6 Mornings. It's 6:27. We'll be right back.
We would have had to shut our doors. Getting results means the theater will continue.
You can achieve anything with good sleep, and over 1 million dreamers have trusted City Furniture to help. And from mattresses starting at $129 to a $300 gift card with Tempur-Pedic, you can rest assured we have the best price guaranteed, so everyone can live like this.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie. You can feel the savings, but shop.
I want to win!
Buy one, get one. That means one is free. Buy one, get one. Hey, we saved the same exact amount of money.
And you have over 1,000 rewards points.
Now that's a win-win. We're twins for the win.
Are you guys twins?
Identical. Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win.
If you're in the market for a luxury vehicle, you want a great selection and great savings. That's what you'll find at Lexus of Winter Park and Lexus of Orlando. Like a brand new 2022 RX 350 F Sport, finance rates as low as 3.49% or pay just $558 a month. Come see us today at either convenient location. Lexus of Winter Park, 436 and University Boulevard, or Lexus of Orlando, just off I-4 and the Turnpike. Or you can always call us for our best price. That's 1-800-NEW-LEXUS, 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
The future is for everyone. So now through July 4th, get ready with a great deal on a new Ford. Choose from affordable